navigator. During the next 35 or so minutes, we'll cover the following learning objectives. You'll be able to describe the benefits of using LEAN, how to access LEAN, identify the devices you should and shouldn't use with LEAN, know where to locate your applications, understand the steps to complete an MA PDP application using the LEAN website or mobile app, and locate resources you can go to for help. LEAN is designed to make your enrollment experience faster, easier, and better no matter where you are or what time it is. LEAN helps you enroll your members faster because election periods are determined automatically when you're online. Electronic enrollment means your consumer gets their enrollment receipt in real time, and if you're online, the provider search directory website is one click away. LEAN makes the enrollment process easier because LEAN is available as both a mobile app and website. Signature capture is done by touch. Signature pads are not used in MA PDP applications. Your login credentials are the same as you use for Jarvis, and you can't sell in states you aren't licensed in. LEAN ensures a better enrollment experience for you and your member because all plans are available to enroll in LEAN. LEAN even includes buttons to link you to the AARP Medicare Supplement Plan's electronic enrollment tool when online. With a valid email address, your member can sign the application remotely after the appointment using DocuSign. You can take enrollments offline or online on the mobile app. Applications are stored digitally and securely in LEAN for 10 years. No more paper copies necessary. Checks and balances in LEAN prevent you from making common errors like missing a question or entering invalid information. LEAN does not validate with the certifications an agent has completed. Do not select plans you are not certified for. So how do we get started using LEAN? LEAN can be accessed on a mobile device or laptop. You can use LEAN through the LEAN mobile app, and you may also access the LEAN website via the URL on the screen. A best practice is to access LEAN through Jarvis, then save the website as a favorite or bookmark it. The mobile app is downloaded from the Apple App Store for iPads or the Google Play Store if you use an Android tablet. As you can see here, the LEAN mobile app is designed to be used horizontally on a tablet or in landscape orientation, as some features do not appear when held vertically or in portrait orientation. The LEAN mobile app can be used online or offline to take applications, but the LEAN website requires an internet connection. Whether you're using the LEAN mobile app or website, we strongly recommend using a stable Wi-Fi signal if you're going to be online. You can use a cellular signal or Wi-Fi hotspot, but they can be unreliable and may cause problems completing an application successfully. Cellular signal strength is highly variable. Having less than 3 bars of signal strength may result in a signal too weak to upload a completed application. UnitedHealthcare does not recommend using cellular signals with LEAN. If you rely on a cellular signal to be online with LEAN, we recommend using LEAN offline and uploading applications while on a Wi-Fi signal later. The LEAN mobile app is designed for Apple iPads and Android tablets, specifically Samsung Galaxies. You can use the mobile app offline, but you do need to be online to upload applications and use some other tools like Provider Search or AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan's electronic application. As a reminder, the LEAN mobile app is designed to be used horizontally on a tablet with a home button on the left or right, as some features do not appear when held vertically, or the home button on the top or bottom. Smartphones and e-readers are not supported devices for LEAN for enrollment and may not function properly. The LEAN mobile app is currently not available for use on the Surface or other Windows devices. The LEAN website is available to use on any computer through any browser such as Internet Explorer, Safari, Edge, Firefox, or Chrome. Chrome is not recommended on touchscreen laptops, however. If you use a touchscreen laptop or 2-in-1 laptop, we recommend using Internet Explorer, Edge, or Firefox. You can also use the LEAN website on your mobile tablet, including Surfaces, through the tablet's browser, such as Safari on iPads, but we recommend using the mobile app on your tablet. It is also recommended to disable pop-up blockers, as some tools may link to a separate website. Remember that the LEAN website is only available while you are online with a Wi-Fi connection. Signatures are taken in LEAN by using touch input, a stylus or finger, on a mobile device or touchscreen computer. If your computer is not a touchscreen, you may either use the mouse or the touchpad on the device. We'll cover the mechanics on how to do this later in this session. Signature pads are not used to sign MA PDP applications in LEAN. Logging into LEAN through the LEAN mobile app or website is just as easy as logging into Jarvis because you use the same credentials. Your username for LEAN is your Optum ID and your password and is the same password you use on Jarvis. If you need to change or update your password, you will need to do so on Jarvis. LEAN uses your name, address, phone number, and email address from Jarvis, so please make sure your profile is up to date. If you need to make changes, you can do so on Jarvis. Please note that if you use the mobile app offline, you need to log in online first. After logging in online the first time, you will be required to set up a 4-digit PIN used to log in offline. Offline logins will use your Optum ID and offline PIN. You can reset your PIN from the LEAN homepage when you are online in the mobile app. No one else will know your PIN, and please do not share your PIN with others. So let's go ahead and walk through an application for an MA PDP plan. Before you begin, there are some things to know before starting an MA PDP application in LEAN. The mobile app can be used online or offline. The website is only online. You need to be online in order to use the Provider Search website, automated election period logic, and Remotesignature. Members do not need an email to enroll in LEAN, but they do need an email for receiving an enrollment receipt, opting into paperless document delivery, or utilizing Remotesignature. At this time, you cannot print applications from LEAN. This is what the LEAN homepage will look like when logging on using the mobile app on a tablet. You know you're on the app when you see the word online in blue in the upper right-hand corner. If you're not connected to the internet, you will see the word offline in red. For this session, we'll be using the LEAN test website or URL. When you first log into LEAN, you'll be on the home page. The home page is full of helpful links, tools, and navigation, and there are some helpful hints listed on the right. Across the top of the home page are your new application buttons for AARP Medicare Supplement plans and MA PDP plans, as well as your name. The blue circles are all helpful links such as the Provider Search, UHC Drug Search, and Jarvis, among others. They will take you to websites outside of LEAN, so you need to be online to use them. The purple circles are helpful tools in PDF form, such as the Election Period Worksheet. The teal circles are for AARP Medicare Supplement plans. They take you to a website, so you will need to be online to take or view your Medicare Supplement applications. If you want to learn more about taking AARP Medicare Supplement insurance plans in LEAN, please see the National Training Calendar. If you click or tap the hamburger button in the upper left, you will open the control bar. This is where you can find My Applications, where your applications, both submitted and requiring action, are stored, and the alerts, where you can find out if there are any upcoming updates or scheduled outages for LEAN. The Sign Out button is also located here, which you should use to log out of LEAN at the end of each day in order to allow your mobile app to update. You can also check your profile by clicking on the Profile button. Let's tap New Application to start a new application. You can also do this from the orange MA PDP Plan button in the upper right. Once you're in an MA PDP application in LEAN, there is a progress bar across the top and helpful tools across the bottom of every page. As you complete pages, the progress bar on the top will change color. The number buttons across the top are used to navigate through the application if you need to go backward later. You cannot skip forward. The blue discard button deletes the application you're in. When you discard an application, you will not be able to retrieve it again later. The blue Save button will save all information entered and send the application to My Applications to finish later. You do not have to manually save every page. Your application is automatically saved every time you advance forward. The orange Continue button is used to advance the application. The Enrollment Handbook, Terms and Conditions, and help links across the bottom are available as PDF resources. The first page of the LEAN application is the Medicare card. All required fields are marked with an orange asterisk. Incomplete required fields are marked in red, and I'll show you an example of this in a minute. Enter the consumer's Medicare information from their Medicare card. LEAN accepts both health insurance claim numbers and Medicare beneficiary identifiers. On the new Medicare card, the MBI is 11 characters separated into a group of 4 characters, a dash, a group of 3 characters, a dash, and a group of 4 characters. Enter the MBI without the dashes. It is not case sensitive, but a best practice is to enter information exactly as indicated on the card. As I stated previously, all required fields in LEAN are marked with an orange asterisk. Failure to complete a required field will prohibit you from advancing to the next section of the application. Incomplete required fields are marked in red, and you will need to correct the error before moving on to the next page. The second page of the LEAN application is the applicant info page. As indicated by the orange asterisk, you are required to enter the permanent address. Upon entering the zip code, the county options will automatically populate. Once you select a county, the correct state will appear. If you enter a zip code for a state in which you are not currently licensed, you will be notified on the screen and will be unable to continue with the application. If the consumer has a separate mailing address, switch the checkbox or toggle button to open the mailing address fields. The toggle or hot buttons may look slightly different between an iPad mobile app, Android mobile app, and the website, but they all perform the same function. On an iPad, the buttons are circular. On an Android, they are small squares. You need not drag the button. Simply click on the box or touch the button. You can also click or touch anywhere on the sentence or paragraph to toggle the field. Underneath the address information, you can also enter the consumer's phone number and email address. For the phone number, please do not put in dashes or parentheses. LEAN will correctly format the number once all 10 digits are entered and you tab or move to the next field. As a reminder, an email address is not required to complete an MA PDP application in LEAN, but will be required if you enable the paperless document delivery opt-in. Email is also required for enrollment receipts. While not required, there are a number of benefits to obtaining the consumer's email address and having them opt into paperless delivery. If they choose to utilize their passport benefits, plan information will be in their email. There is a cost savings associated with paperless opt-in, which United Healthcare will roll back into plans and features. Simply ask the consumer, "What is your email address?" and discuss the benefits of paperless opt-in. We'll discuss and demonstrate the value of an enrollment receipt at the end of the application. You cannot enter your agent email address in place of the consumer's email address on the LEAN application. After the address, the date of birth is the only other required field. Primary language, materials format, and sales initiative are other options on this page. At the bottom of the page, switch the toggle button for authorized representative if one is present and complete the requisite fields. Some fields have a letter with an I with a circle around it. You can mouse over or tap the I to see more information about that field. The third page of the LEAN application is the product or plan page. The effective date is the first required field on this page and will display the next 3 available effective dates. While the training site shows the next 9 dates, in production, you may only select one of the next 3. The questions on this page are required. Selecting yes to some questions may cause new fields to appear that will require additional information from the consumer. The product field will display products for the zip code you entered on the applicant info page. For today, I'll be selecting the AARP Medicare Complete Choice Plan 2 Regional PPO. If the chosen plan has riders, the rider options will change to select and options will be available in the drop-down menu. When you are using LEAN while online, LEAN will automatically provide available election periods which are determined for you based on the consumer's Part A and B eligibility dates, their date of birth, the effective date chosen, and the plan type. You will need to choose the appropriate election period from the options LEAN determines. However, if you are using the LEAN mobile app while offline, the election period logic will not be available to you, and you will have to select the correct election period. If you have questions about the displayed election period or choosing the correct election period, open the Election Period Worksheet link. This feature is available on the website and online or offline on the mobile app. Today I'll choose SEP and select one of the options. If you have questions about SEP reason code selection, open the Need Assistance with SEP Reason Code link. The fourth page of the LEAN application is the questionnaire page. This page is 4 questions long, and all 4 questions are required. Additional information may also be required based on how the consumer answers the questions. If you are enrolling the consumer into a chronic plan, the chronic questionnaire will be available below the first 4 questions. The chronic questionnaire is required for consumers enrolling in a chronic special needs plan and is built into LEAN to ensure that all the required information is collected at the time of enrollment for a smooth and speedy experience. A best practice is to complete the paper chronic condition verification form at the same time you complete the electronic application. The fifth page of the LEAN application is the primary care provider screen. If the plan chosen does not require a PCP, you will not need to enter any information on this page. If you are using LEAN online, the PCP Search button will be available to use. This button will link you to the Rally Provider Search website. If you are using the LEAN mobile app while offline, the PCP Search buttons will not be available since you will not be able to connect to an external website. You will have to have alternative methods for identifying a PCP, such as checking with the consumer prior to arriving at the residence or calling the PhD. Let's take a look at how the PCP Search functions by clicking on the PCP Search button. When your browser opens the Rally Provider Search website, you will need first to select the type of doctor for your search. You may also search by the name of the doctor. Make sure that the plan listed in the gray bar is the one selected by you and the consumer. There are 2 different ways to search for the physician. If the consumer already has a physician, you can start by typing in the last name of that provider. Here I'll use Dr. Novoa. As you can see, Provider Search will return the closest matches. You can select Dr. Novoa by clicking on his name. If the physician you find does not have the Select PCP, that means they may be in the United Healthcare network but not contracted as a primary care provider. If the consumer does not have a provider, you can click on the All Primary Care Physicians. The next screen shows providers based on proximity to the zip code entered in LEAN, which will pull up doctors matching the name you entered. Let's select Dr. Novoa as an example in Florida using the Assign as PCP button. This demonstration is only for the purpose of seeing how the Assign as PCP button works. You will then need to select the office, even if only one is listed, by clicking or tapping on the circle or address listed, and then hit the Continue button. The next screen will confirm your selection has been made. Click or tap Add Provider to finish. If you are using your tablet on the app, the success page may display now, confirming that data has been sent to LEAN. You may have a Back or Done button you can use to return to LEAN. On the website, you may have a pop-up window confirming you want to leave the Provider Search website. After you close the Rally Provider Search website, you will return to LEAN. Tap Click to populate selected PCP, and the doctor you selected will populate in LEAN. You will need to answer the current patient of PCP question before clicking to continue to payment information. The 6th page of the LEAN application is the payment selection page. The plan and cost is displayed on this page for confirmation. The consumer is required to review and accept the payment disclaimer. You should read the payment disclaimer box to the consumer word for word or give them ample time to read it. Once finished, you or the consumer must click or tap the check box or toggle to indicate they have accepted the terms. Once that step is complete, the different payment options will display. Payment options include direct pay, EFT, and Social Security. If the consumer selects the EFT option, you will need to enter their banking information before you can continue. You will not need to send a voided check to UHC. If the consumer selects the Social Security option, you will have an additional disclaimer they must review and accept. The seventh and final page of the LEAN application is the signature page. LEAN offers two options for signature: sign in LEAN now or sign via email with remote signature. When completing the Sign in LEAN now option, the consumer is required to review and accept the Statement of Understanding. You should read the Statement of Understanding box to the consumer word for word or give them ample time to read it. Once finished, you or the consumer may click or tap the checkbox or toggle button to indicate they have accepted the terms. Please confirm the plan, effective date, and selected primary care provider with the consumer. You must capture signatures on the application just as you would with a paper application. To capture the consumer or authorized rep and agent's signature, sign using your computer or tablet's touchscreen functionality. You may use a compatible stylus or finger for a signature. If using a computer, you may also sign using the mouse or laptop touchpad. To sign using a mouse or laptop touchpad, move the arrow to the signature box, hold down the left mouse key or touchpad key, and sign. Remember, signature pads are not compatible with MA PDP applications in LEAN. After signing in the box, you must also tap Accept, which appears on the bottom left of the signature box. You can also redo the signature by tapping Clear. Once you've tapped Accept, the signature date will appear. This is an on-screen confirmation that your signature has been recognized, accepted, and saved in LEAN. The consumer or authorized representative must sign for him or herself. The agent is prohibited from signing the consumer's or authorized representative's name, even if the consumer requests it or authorizes the agent to sign on their behalf. Agents must also complete the LEAN application in the physical presence of the consumer or authorized representative when using the standard signature option. There are two more checkbox toggle options at the bottom of the standard signature page. One is to send the consumer an enrollment receipt. If you enter their email on the applicant info page, it will display automatically when you switch the toggle button. If you did not enter their email on the applicant info page, you can enter it here. Having an electronic enrollment receipt can be a great plus for the consumer, and I'll show you one shortly. As a reminder, an email address is not required to complete an MA PDP application in LEAN. If the consumer does not have an email address or does not want to provide one, you must use the paper copy in the back of the enrollment handbook to leave the receipt. You cannot enter your agent email address to obtain a receipt on the consumer's behalf. The other checkbox is to generate a shared residence application. Switch the checkbox to have an additional 14 toggles display that allow you to select what information should pass on to the second application. The shared residence application option is only available on the LEAN website and is not available on the LEAN mobile app, either online or offline. If you check Select All, you can change any of the choices as you continue through the application. That second application will not open automatically after you submit the first. It will be your topmost not complete application in your My Applications list. Once an application is submitted, the LEAN submission confirmation screen will appear. This screen provides the LEAN confirmation number as well as confirmation of the email address where the receipt was emailed. The View Submitted Application button can be used to view the completed application. Close Application will take you back to the LEAN homepage. Clicking on the Display Receipt will display a PDF enrollment receipt. This is an example of an electronic enrollment receipt available immediately to the consumer when they have a valid email address and when enrolling them electronically using LEAN. It lists the enrollment information, the prescription information, and the agent information to include the phone number. If you took the application offline, though, the submission confirmation screen looks a little bit different. The LEAN confirmation number is still provided, and you will be reminded to upload the application within 24 hours. If you decide to capture a remote signature, the signature page changes. As a reminder, It is recommended that you are on the phone with the consumer as you walk through the remote signature process. The consumer will need to have access to the email address they provided to complete the application. First, the Statement of Understanding will be replaced with instructions specific to the DocuSign remote signature process. You, the agent, will not sign an application completed by remote signature. You will have to select the attestation checkbox or toggle. 3 required fields will appear. The consumer's email is required to proceed with remote signature. If you have entered their email previously, it will auto-populate. If you haven't entered it yet, you must do so now. An email address is required to complete the remote signature process. Your email is also required. Your email will automatically populate from your profile. Please check to ensure it is accurate. You and your consumer will create an access code to be used in the DocuSign process. This can be 5 to 15 digits long and may include both numbers and letters. The code is not case sensitive. The consumer will use this access code later, and you will be able to view it in the application after completing this step. Click on Launch Remote Signature. When you complete the application, the remote signature confirmation screen appears. The lien confirmation number that you will receive once the signature is complete will be displayed, along with additional instructions for you to share with the consumer. This is the same confirmation number that will appear in My Applications. Your remote signature applications can be viewed in My Applications as action required until the consumer signs via DocuSign. After completing the application in Lien, the consumer will receive an email from United Healthcare titled Immediate Action Required, Sign Your Enrollment Application. Once they open this email, they will see the DocuSign notification instructing them to review their document. The DocuSign email will also include instructions for the consumer on how to finish the process. The consumer can begin signing by clicking the Review Document button in the email from DocuSign. This will direct them to the DocuSign website where they will need to enter the access code. Once they enter the access code, they need to click on the light blue Validate button. If the consumer forgets the code or clicks I never received an access code, they will be provided an email link which will reply for them to contact their agent for assistance. In the My Applications tab, the application will then say Remote Signature Failed in the status column. You will be able to view the access code in the consumer's lien application and restart the DocuSign remote signature process. The consumer has 24 hours to complete the DocuSign process. After that, the document will expire and you will have to resend it by reopening the lien application and completing the remote signature page again. After entering the access code, the consumer will be presented with a copy of their application. There will be 2 buttons on the 3rd page of the application, one to initial and one to sign. When the consumer clicks on the initial button, they will be given options to complete the signature, either entering it using their own touchscreen or mouse, or adopting a pre-generated signature style from DocuSign. After signing both buttons, the consumer should click Finish at the bottom of the page to complete the process and submit the application. When this happens, both you and the member will get an email notifying you that the application is complete and submitted. A PDF copy will also be available in the application in Lien. The consumer should not interact with other parts of the DocuSign website. Doing so can interrupt the signing process and result in a failed application, in which case you will need to complete the remote signature page in Lien again to restart the process. So you've completed and submitted some applications. Great! What about when you need to look them up again? Applications are stored in Lien in 2 places. You can tap the light blue Save/Submitted MedSup Applications button to look up your AARP Medicare Supplement insurance plans. You must be online to do this. As a reminder, if you want to learn more about taking AARP Medicare Supplement insurance plans in Lien, please see the National Training Calendar. For MAPDP plans, click the hamburger button in the upper left and click or tap My Applications. There are 2 tabs in My Applications. The Action Required tab is where applications that have not been submitted are saved. The Submitted tab is where submitted applications are stored. Action required applications can have one of four statuses: not complete for saved applications, not submitted for applications taken offline that need to be uploaded. The other two statuses are remote signature in process and remote signature failed. Clicking on an application gives you options to open, view, or delete the application depending on its status. You can only delete applications on the LEAN website. Not submitted applications can be uploaded on your mobile app by tapping the refresh button when you have a stable Wi-Fi signal. For more information on uploading applications taken offline, please see the LEAN Offline Job Aid on Jarvis. All of your submitted applications are on the Submitted tab. While on the mobile app, you can see a list of your submitted applications, but you cannot view them or search for specific applications. To view your applications or search for specific applications, use the View/Search Application buttons to connect to the LEAN website. You can use any mobile device, to include a smartphone, to search for submitted applications on the website. Once in My Applications on the LEAN website, you can delete not complete applications or view submitted applications. When on the website, only applications from the last 60 days are immediately available to view. To view applications older than 60 days, complete at least one search criteria in the Application Search Criteria box to locate applications. Search fields are from left to right, and click on the calendar icon to open date options. Remember, all of your LEAN applications are stored in LEAN for 10 years. For your support and assistance, there is a dedicated support line with the PhD for LEAN inquiries that will help make sure your call is routed to a seasoned representative who understands LEAN. Some of the options they'll be able to help you with include mobile basics, login problems, navigation questions, and application concerns. Please note the standard hours of operation for the PhD are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time, with extended hours during AEP. The Knowledge Center on Jarvis hosts several helpful items if you want to do some additional reading or viewing. We also have a practice website. The best way to get comfortable with LEAN is to explore and experiment on the practice site. The link to the practice site is also listed here. However, you will need to request a valid login ID from the AET_support@uhc.com email. Your normal agent login credentials will not work for this site. Please do not practice on the production site. This information is also on the LEAN Jarvis page if you need it later. The LEAN practice site, like the actual LEAN website, is only available when you're online. Thank you for your time and attention and willingness to use LEAN, UnitedHealthcare's landmark electronic application navigator.